Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Tuesday, July 9th, 2024. And here are some of today's trends in the news. No Trends Journal this week. We need a break. And the information we're putting out is exhausting, believe me. It's well over 200 pages each week, and we give you everything that we can. So we need a little break. But you go to trendsjournal.com, and you get history before it happens. I mean, gold was today, it's what, 2,363. 2,363. When we made our top trend forecast, golden year for gold, it was 2,041. Yeah, it's gone up over $300 an ounce. And it's just going to keep going. Powell today backed off a little bit on, raising interest rates, and now the guess is they're going to lower them. And it brought Bitcoin back up. Bitcoin's hanging in the 57,000 range. We're still bullish on it. And again, we look at Bitcoin more as a gamble, gold, safe haven asset. And the markets, the Dow was down, but the S&P 500 hit another number, another high. And you know what that means? Total fucking bullshit. 3 companies own 88% of the S&P 500. That's a fact. Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street. 3 companies, 88%. It's a fucking casino run by the bigs, which the whole country is. Yeah. Disgusting. So, other news. Oil prices came down a little bit. This was in yesterday's CNBC. San Francisco's AI boom can't stop real estate slide as office vacancies reach new record. No fucking shit. How long have we been saying this? And they've been pumping out this AI is going to change everything and they're going to fill up the offices. That's the crap they were spewing out month after month after month. So here are the numbers from Cushman & Wakefield. The vacancy rate for San Francisco office space reached a fresh record of 34.5%. This is Monday it came out. That's up from 33.9% in the first quarter. And you ready? Remember, the office vacancy rate, meaning nobody in them, basically 35% vacant. And this is how they rewrite history. They use fucking language that distorts the reality of what went on. 28.1% in the same period a year ago, and 5% before the pandemic. Fuck off. Fuck off with your rewriting history with a fucking lie. It wasn't the pandemic. It was scumbags. It was little fucking pieces of arrogant shit. Like Gruesome Newsom, who's probably going to be running for president. Yeah. Locking down everything. While he's partying at the French Laundry. Watch your language. Don't get upset, Salenti. We swallow their shit. We got the jab. We hated you for not doing it. Don't you see more than 10 people at a time? Walk 6 feet apart. Yeah, bend over and get it up you know what. That's how they rewrite history. Blaming it on the pandemic. Yeah. Was that breedhead? The mayor of San Francisco locking down when she's partying too? One after another. They destroyed the world. What's going on is serious. These lockdowns have destroyed the lives and livelihoods of billions of people across the planet. Billions. And again, we write about it week after week after week. Physically, emotionally, economically, spiritually. Fucked up. Don't take your kid to the beach. I'm the de Blasio. I'm some fucking arrogant prick mayor. One little scumbag after another. You got that Hogan clown down there in Maryland running, huh? Witless Whitmere. DeWine in Ohio. They fucked it. And anyway, they don't talk about the danger of the banking system. None of them. Hey, fuckface. 35% vacancy rate. How are they going to pay their loans? How are they going to pay them? Who's going to fail? How many banks? Now, Justin Timberlake was arrested for DWI. Did Taylor Swift get fucked up last night? That's what's going on. I'm aggravated. I am angry. They destroyed life. I was so happy, having a great time before the COVID war. Everything changed. Life is fucking dead now at 9:00. Oh, here. This is, subscribe to the Wall Shit Journal. Subscribe to the Wall Shit Journal. Don't subscribe to the Trends Journal. Trends Journal is $2.50 a week. This is $5 a day. You ready? Big banks are taking hits from commercial real estate. Hardly anything about the real dangers here, but then many larger banks have already taken sizable provisions in anticipation of their office loans. Ratio for Morgan Stanley analysts that disclosed that the ratio was 8%. This is well above the sub 2% loss. Again, this for CRE loans, commercial real estate loans involving properties that aren't owner occupied and are held by banks with over $100 billion in assets, more than 4.4% were delinquent or now accrual status in the first quarter. It was 0.3% before that. Nothing about the dangers ahead, which is why we see gold going to $3,000 an ounce this year. Foreign car makers face struggle in China. This is no shit. How long have we been saying that China is becoming self-sustaining, self-sufficient? The people, we said they want to buy made in China. I know this is going to shock everybody. Once upon a time, there was a thing called Made in America. Yeah, if I want a nice prosciutto, I want it from Italy. I want fine wine, I want it from France. But hey, can't all the companies used to make clothing? Gone. Because of scumbags like little Billy Clinton. One of my t-shirts, Slick Willie. I got to show it to you one time. That's right. So China's becoming more self-sustaining. The Chinese people want to buy Chinese. And there's 1.4 billion of them. There are only 332 in America. Who do you think is going to win? Who's going to win? Your battery industry hit by EV slowdown and Chinese competition. Battery majors suffer profits on lower than expected EV sales. Oh, no shit. One of your top trends for 2024? EV, go F you. Again, they're buying them up in China, not in Europe, and not in the US. You look at the numbers, European car companies have wound back on electrification plans or battery-powered vehicle sales. You ready? Grown 2.4% in the first 5 months of this year. That's down 11% from a year ago, same time last year. Yep. But again, no news to Trends Journal subscribers. Again, EV go F you. Week after week after week, we've been writing about it. This is important. A lot of investors are piling into electricity and gas because of this AI and all the power it uses. So again, we don't tell people what to invest in, but you look at the entrepreneur opportunities and what to look at. This is just going to keep expanding. One person I know after another that I meet that's in the high-tech world, they're going AI, man. They say, man, I used to have to do this. Now I just do that, and bam, it comes right up. It's the future, unfortunately. AI, we own you. Again, one of your top trends. Covers of the magazine. There we go. Chat GPT. Repeat what we tell you. We own your mind. Don't think for yourself. And what else do we have? Oh, here we go. Beijing leads U.S. in fusion race. Yeah, no shit. Beijing's leading America in every fucking avenue around. The country's turned to shit. And again, Big's getting bigger. Carlsberg pays $4.2 billion for soft drink maker. Devon Energy sets $5 billion deal for driller Grayson Mill. Paramount Global agrees to Skydance merger, one after another. And then, of course, the news in the United States is that Biden, this is the cover. This is the feature, one of the feature stories in the Cartoon News Network just before I went on the air. Democrats see today as make or break for Biden's political future. Biden's seated, but Democrats, the fucking guy's out of his mind in front of everybody's fucking eyes. So is today going to be the big day? Oh, his family wants him to run. So the news yesterday was about the press conference with that woman playing a spokesperson there, that arrogant Karine Jean-Pierre, and dodging the question about how many times this guy went to see if he had Parkinson's disease. And they said that he's gone like about 8 times. 8 fucking times to go see if he got Parkinson's disease. Who gets checked up to? And then the article goes on. At a regular briefing later in the day, Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary, refused to answer questions about Dr. Kennard's visits, saying she would not discuss specialists, blah, 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 blah. And it goes on to say, Biden says, he said, quote, this is in an interview on Friday on ABC. I get a cognitive test every day. You get a cognitive test every day? Every day you got to find out if you're really out of your fucking mind? Who the fuck gets a cognitive test every day? Look how fucked up this country is. And I know you like the guy Trump, huh? Oh, the Trump that said that we should, death penalty for anti-Semites? Oh, you hate the slaughter going on over there, the genocide, and you're an anti-Semite? Oh, the Trump that got $100 million from Adelson, and his old lady's giving him another $100 million? Oh, the Trump whose son-in-law wants to, after they're destroying all the Gaza, it's very valuable waterfront property, get rid of the Palestinians, put them in the Negev desert. The Trump that moved the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem when he got $100 million. The Trump that said, yay, you know that land you stole from Syria, it's yours. Israeli military starts new ground attack in Gaza City. Isn't that nice? Yep. Israel's military said they started a new ground operation in Gaza. The ground operation was prompted by intelligence indicating the presence of Hamas. Oh, yeah, they're dressed up like Hamas's. You see the numbers that came out? This is according to Lancet. The true death toll in Gaza could reach 186,000 people. And they demolished the place. That's your Trump. That's your Trump. Hey, Fucking draft dodger. Oh, you're the same age as me. Fat boy. With your bleached blonde hair. Daddy's boy. A daddy's boy. A fucking loser. How many fucking places did he do go bust? Yeah. More war. A little fucking war whore that couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag if they made one big enough. Shelling intensifies in area Israel once deemed under control. Residents reported heavy airstrikes and artillery fire, killing people. Yep, mass murder. Mass murder, and this is from Haaretz when I went on the air. At least 29 killed, dozens wounded in an Israeli strike near Gaza's Khan Yunis. Yep. Syria reports Israel attacked Iranian targets in Syria. Israel could attack anybody they want anywhere, just like the United States and NATO. Oh, they're celebrating NATO. The NATO murderers. Hey, I want that guy Gaddafi out of there. Oh, yeah, let's go up to Afghanistan and get in that fucking 20-year war. Hey, Yugoslavia, you have no right to exist. We're going to blow you apart. Netanyahu tamps down hopes for ceasefire. Yep. And what else? Oh, the pier they built? Huh. The fucking money they stole from us was almost like $300 million. $250 million, something like that. You ready? This is Al Jazeera. The pier will be put back in Gaza for several days to move aid, then permanently removed. Yep. This is the United States that hasn't won a fucking war since World War II, can't even build a fucking pier, and steals our money to give to their buddies to build it. And this is another headline story in CNN. CNN on scene of Ukraine children's hospital strike by missile. Hey, CNN, how come you're not at all of the hospital strikes that have happened in Gaza? One hospital after another. They're saying less than a third of them are just partially operating. How come you weren't there? Here, the Wall Street Journal, the front page, today. Whoop, they had a picture of the people over there in that hospital. Yep. But nothing about what's going on. Yeah, here's the picture of the Financial Times, same thing. See it? Women holds patients outside Ukraine main cancer hospital for children, which was damaged during Russian missile strikes yesterday. They killed 33 people. They killed, what, 186,000 dead, they're saying, Lancet, in Gaza because of the starvation, the wounded. Can't find about, what, over 10,000 people buried under rubble. But Russia denies that that happened, and they're saying that it was a Ukrainian missile that hit their missile, missed it, and blew up the hospital. TASS news agency. Now, this is again, we don't say who's right or wrong, but how about hearing another side? No, you're only allowed to hear one side if you don't swallow the shit being thrown down your throat by Fox, ABC, NPR, FUCK, then you shouldn't believe anything. Get that jab, no job, no jab, no pop, 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 beep. Well, no jab, no job. This is from TASS news agency. The incident with the Ukrainian air defense missile hitting a children's hospital in Kyiv is a PR stunt built on blood. Russian presidential spokesman. Again, you don't have to believe him, but here's the other side. It's kind of a PR stunt. He said the air defense missile was used incorrectly. which is why it hit the Children's Hospital. Earlier, the Russian Defense Ministry reported that on July 8th, Russian armed forces had carried out high-precision strikes at Ukraine defense facilities and air bases in response to Kyiv's attacks of energy facilities in Russia, because the United States and NATO gave them more weapons to strike deeper in Russia. And as we've been reporting over and over and over again, Russia's going to ramp it up the more they ramp it up. Then they go on. Russian Deputy Permanent Representative of the United Nations has announced that the UN Security Council will hold a meeting on Ukraine today, where Moscow will present evidence refuting Kyiv's allegation that Russia hit the hospital. And then this is a headline story in Financial Times. Orban's talks with Putin prompt EU outcry. Viktor Orban met Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow, prompting an outcry from his EU and NATO allies, who warned that the Hungarian president did not represent them. The guy's there trying to bring peace. No, you're not allowed to talk about peace. You're a piece of shit if you talk about peace. And again, I'm a warrior for the Prince of Peace. I'm a fighter. I'll only attack the attacker, like America used to be. You don't become involved in foreign entanglements. You only attack the attacker. And we're having a peace and freedom rally, and we need everybody there. We need all the money we could do to get it. And you go to peaceandfreedom.com, peaceandfreedom.com, or Occupy Peace. Occupy Peace. Go to Occupy Peace. And you get more. And again, subscribe to the Trends Journal. The more subscribers we have, the more we can do. Here you go. You ready? Political unrest worldwide is fueled by high prices and huge debt. New York Times. High prices and huge debt. Yep. And goes on. Just to show you, national elections in more than 60 countries this year focused attention on the political process, inviting citizens, blah, 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 blah. Economic problems always have political consequences. You ready? Yet economists and analysts say that a chain of events set off by the COVID-19 pandemic created an acute economic crisis. No. Not created by the acute economic crisis, toilet paper a record, New York slime who promoted it. A deep economic, social, political, moral, and spiritual crisis brought to you by scumbag politicians who declared draconian states of emergency. Oh, your mother or father's dying in a nursing home? Fuck you. You're not going to go see him. Yeah. Put on that mask. Put on that mask. And of course, we got this over here. Remember this? Everywhere you went, sanitize your hands, especially before you jerk off. Oh, remember that ugly broad that was the player up there? I think it was Canada or New York. I forget which one. No sex. Don't have any sex. I don't have any sex. Nobody wants to screw me. You can't have sex when you get COVID. This is the fucking shit that they were selling. And how about the Kimmel clowns and all the other ones selling them? One little fucking arrogant bastard and bitch after another. Total fucking bullshit. Not brought to you by the pandemic. And again, political unrest worldwide. You got a migrant crisis. It was bad before this happened. Now it's going to get much worse. The economies have been destroyed. I've been saying, I'm one of the very few You go back to the Eisenhower days when he cut back on the military budget. Inflation was going up like a little over 1% a year. I was a kid. A soda and a piece of pizza, 25 cents. And it went up to like 35. And then it all changed from 1963 forward when they got us into the Vietnam War. That's right. Fake money to murder people and enrich the military-industrial complex in the hearts and souls of demonic, evil people that love murder. Yeah. Changed everything. And you see the debt level now, $35 trillion is a couple of billion back in the day. So there you go. It's only going to get worse. Again, subscribe to the Trends Journal. We're giving you history before it happens. Israel's going to keep ramping up the war. Netanyahu is going to do everything he can to stay in power, so don't bring him to court. And the United States is going to keep supplying the weapons of death to slaughter the people. We have to unite for peace. If we don't, we're going to die in war. And don't forget tomorrow to tune in, Celente and the Judge, and you'll be getting the new Trends Journal next week. Again, it takes you over a week to read them anyway. They're over 200 pages. Go to trendsjournal.com, trendsjournal.com. Support us. We're supporting you. The more subscribers we have, the more we get the message out. Thanks for tuning in.